This video is going to introduce you to a variety of topics focused on the scholarly literature in the sciences. Before we dig into how to find resources, let's go over the basics of where to find resources at JMU. There are multiple library locations spread across campus. We even have a music library. Materials that you want to check out can be requested from any library and then delivered to the library that is the most convenient location to you. And when it comes to journal articles, most of those are found online through our paid or free databases. Many of the resources you might use to find journal articles are through paid subscriptions. You will need to make sure you are connected to JMU Access if you want to use them off campus. Everything electronic that you have access to on campus, you will have access to from off campus. If you have issues, please reach out to the libraries and we're happy to help. Research can be time-consuming, but if you know where to go for information and who to help you, you can save time. Remember, research is a process. It will take time. Using library resources will make a good use of your time. Reading the abstract of an article will save you time. And lastly, take time to ask for help when you get stuck, for you have a personal librarian here to help. Let's talk about what scholarly scientific literature is. Scholarly scientific literature can usually be found in subject-specific resources and databases that you can find through JMU libraries. This type of literature is often found in what you will hear called scholarly, academic, or peer-reviewed journals. These types of journals are geared towards and authored by academics and researchers in that field. Scholarly journals require references, and each paper submitted to a scholarly journal has to go through a review process that is made up of experts in the field. The purpose of these journals is to share information out to the academic community. So what is the difference between a scientific scholarly journal and a science magazine? Magazines are written to help communicate science news to the general public. Those who write in science magazines might not be an actual scientist, but instead a journalist who focuses on science communication. Magazine articles might not even list who authors the article. The article also does not usually contain a list of references to where they obtained their information. Also, magazines often include many advertisements for products. Journals, on the other hand, are written to communicate science within the scientific community. They are written in a specialized language that only experts in that field might understand. They are also written by an expert in their field and includes the author's names and also the institution the author is from. At the end of the journal article, there is a list of references of where that information came from. Just like a magazine, scholarly journals include a variety of articles that include research articles, review articles, editorials, corrections, and current news briefs. We are going to look more into the difference between a research article and review article. A research article, also known as a primary article, presents results of original research. It is a direct observation in which the author is who conducted the research. Generally, a research article is made up of an introduction, methods, results, discussions, and conclusions sections. A review article, also known as a secondary article, presents a summary of previously conducted research. They look closely at a particular topic during a certain time period. Because they review many research articles, they are very helpful to use to get a good overview of a topic, and they have many references that you can look at. There are many tools out there to find scholarly literature. Sure, you could use Google Scholar, or you could use a database created by a professional scholarly organization. Using a database like Scopus in a biology class can help you save time. Why should you use a database over Google Scholar when starting to research a topic? Let's find out the similarities and differences between the two. Google Scholar is most helpful when you already know the title and or authors of the article that you want to find. When on campus and connected to JMU Wi-Fi, you will be able to link right to articles that are part of the JMU Library's databases. Google Scholar, like Google, does not have the ability to focus your search by subject areas or filter your results. So while it is a quick way to find an article you already know about, it is not the best tool to use when you want to search a topic. Here I am in Google Scholar searching for DNA barcoding. When I get my results, there are over 100,000. That is not a realistic number to sort through to find relevant papers. When it comes to a good number of search results, think about how many pages you click through Google to find a good answer. You can see the filters on Google Scholar are also very broad and do not get subject specific. This can make going through this many results difficult. There is an advanced search feature in Google Scholar that does allow for a little more specific searching, but it is still not as powerful as a subject-specific resource. Let's explore a subject-specific resource. When it comes to using these, they make it easier to find relevant information, which then saves you time. If you have a question about using a subject-specific database, always feel free to contact your librarian. We are here to help. Scopus is a large multidisciplinary science and social science scholarly literature database that is a great resource to use. There are many filters that can help you narrow down your search. Now I am searching DNA barcoding in Scopus. You will see I retrieved a lot of results with this search. No worries though, with these filters available, we will be able to get that number down. The left side is filled with great ways to filter, including by document type and keywords. These filters are very detailed and can help you get a more manageable number of results. You can also add more words to limit your search. With adding these limiters, we have a manageable amount of documents now. The default search is by date. You can change to sort by relevance to see papers that are most likely ones you might need. Once you select an article, you can see the abstract, author keywords, and the references of this paper. When using a database like Scopus, how do you search it? You need to break your search phrase into searchable concepts. This will create keywords. For example, competition among plants in a field, particularly marigolds and other species, might be your search phrase. Is this a good search phrase? What kind of results would you expect from this? Is it too broad or is it too narrow? You should brainstorm synonyms of your phrase. Once you break this phrase into concepts, you are ready to search in a database. Still having no luck? Try different keywords. Use the word "or" to broaden your search for more results, or use "and" to narrow your search for less results. Using quotation marks will bring results with the words together as a phrase, such as plant species. You can also ask for help. Here are some other tips that might help you search. When searching for barcoding, you will not get results that include barcode, barcodes, or barcoded. Some of these terms might be useful. In order to retrieve them, truncate the search terms. In most databases, the asterisk is the symbol. So barcode asterisk will gather all of the above. Be careful when using this though. If interested in articles about cats and you search cat asterisk, you will retrieve articles about cats, but also articles about catapults, catalysts, and cathedrals, among others. Now that you have searched through the literature and found some good results, what should you do? Well, first, read the abstract of the papers. An abstract provides a nice summary of what a paper is about. By reading this, you can first tell if you will actually understand the article. Secondly, it will allow you to know if this article is on your topic. Taking time to read the abstract now can save you a lot of frustration later. You don't want to save it or print it out, take it home, and read it a week later to find out that it's not on your topic. Also, look at the references of the paper on your topic. Looking at the references can lead you to other articles that might be relevant to the topic and can be helpful for your research. So now that you have an article you like, select the Get JMU Access button. This might lead you right to the full article that usually downloads as a PDF. If it does not, select one of the locations that article is located under Online Availability. What if you choose an article that we do not have? If this happens, a link to Interlibrary Loan will be available. You can select this to request the article to be sent to you via email. Interlibrary Loan, also known as ILL, is a service that allows you to never have to pay for an article while a student at JMU. Okay, you have your article. Now you should be evaluating each source you collect in order to determine its credibility. You should be looking at the authority, timeliness, documentation, purpose, and suitability. You will need to accurately cite what you find. Citations provide the basic information you need for someone else to find the same thing you did. Citation styles can vary, but there is basic information that they almost all contain. One important piece of a citation is the Digital Object Identifier, or DOI. This is a unique number that articles have so they can be found easily. Sometimes website URLs are not permanent, and so including a DOI can be much more useful for someone trying to find the same paper you found. DOIs can also be helpful when you want to build citations. Using an online citation generator like Zotero Bib can make building citations easier and save you time. You can add the DOI into Zotero Bib and it will create the citation for you. You will always want to double check automated citations for accurate information. Remember, subject-specific searches can save you time. Use the databases I've shown you to search for this project. Search smart. Thank you. Please email your librarian if you have any questions.